Hi， 大家好 ，This is ZHANG and welcome back to Learn Chinese with ZHANG。你今天喝咖啡了吗？ Have you drink your coffee today? Today, I am going to share with you some ideas on how to understand the measure words. So basically, a measure word is something you should put in between a number and a noun. So whenever you want to say one paper, two dogs, or one decisions, in between you need a measure word. So you will say 一张纸. 张 is the measure word for paper. You will say 两只狗. 只 is the measure word for 狗. And 一个决定. 个 is a measure word for 决定. So today I'm going to show you 10 most commonly used measure words, and by looking at all those 10 measure words, I hope you will get a bigger picture of what is measure word, why is it so important to use it for nouns. And the most important thing is the associations between the measure word and the noun. So let's get started. So the first one is 把. If you see this character, you will find a hand radical. Therefore, so all of the nouns and the objects that go with 把, it's actually those that you can hold in your hand. So for example, like an umbrella, 一把伞, 一把伞, or a knife you cut things, 一把刀, 一把刀, or scissors you hold in your hand, and 一把剪刀, 一把剪刀, or a fan that you wave to make yourself cooler, 一把扇子, 一把扇子, or a comb you comb your hair, 一把梳子, 一把梳子, or a mirror that you held in your hand. And here I'm not talking about a mirror on the wall. I'm just talking about like a small mirror that I held in your hand. And so 一把镜子, 一把镜子. Or some a little bit bigger object like a violin. You hold it in your hand, right? A violin. 一把小提琴, 一把小提琴, or a chair. Chair, you grab your chairs here, you can grab your in your hand. 一把椅子, 一把椅子. So in all those nouns and objects that use with 把 is something that you use it in your hand. Let's see some sentence example. Can you bring me one umbrella here? 你可以送一把伞来吗？你可以送一把伞来吗？ When I went to Italy, I saw the trees there. It was so much like an umbrella for me. So, 意大利的树像一把伞。意大利的树像一把伞。And can you lend me one scissor? 你可以借我一把剪刀吗？你可以借我一把剪刀吗？ I want to get a new violin this week. My old one is broken. 我要买一把新的小提琴。我旧的那把坏了。我要买一把新的小提琴，我旧的那把坏了。We still need 6 more chairs. 我们还需要6把椅子。我们还需要6把椅子。And the second one, we have 支，一支笔 ，one pen. So anything like pen, like a stick-like thing, we use 支. For example, a cigarette. 一支烟, 一支烟 or elliptics 一支口红一支口红 a toothbrush 一支牙刷一支牙刷 and that is 支 Now the next one comes really handy ZHANG used with a lot of different real-life objects and nouns. For example, tickets, pictures, papers, tissues, maps, cards. Do you see what do they have in common? Right, they are all like flat kind of paper thing. So if you want to say one ticket, 一张票, and if you want to specify a train ticket, 一张火车票 a cinema ticket, 一张电影票 one picture, 一张照片 one card, 一张卡 one bank card, 一张银行卡一张银行卡 one membership card, 一张会员卡 a map, 一张地图 Not only for this, a bed and a table that we use ZHANG also because they can be open flat. ZHANG used as a verb means to open flat. Therefore, the table and the bed we use ZHANG also. So we say one bed, 一张床 one table, 一张桌子 and that's for ZHANG. Let's see some sentence example. 我有3张 Cinderella 的电影票，你要来看吗？我有3张 Cinderella 的电影票，你要来看吗？ I have 3 cinema tickets for Cinderella. Do you want to see it? 去广州的火车票多少钱一张？去广州的火车票多少钱一张？ How much is for one train tickets to Guangzhou? 我要办一张会员卡。我要办一张会员卡。I want to get a membership card. The next one 条 it's actually even more interesting. So it's used with a lot of different objects and all of these objects have one similarity. They're kind of like have a length and they're kind of narrow. Everything that it's like this flowing and narrow, lengthy things, we use 条. So for example, we have a line, 一条线 and a rope, 一条绳子 Even for necklace and a bracelet, we say this kind of chain thing. We say 一条项链一条手链 Even for a queuing line, we say 一条队 Also for street, that is like this 一条街 a road. Also 一条路 and water part, a river 一条河 a tunnel 一条隧道 Have you get the idea of 条 now? What kind of things that 条 goes with? Okay, and then now I'm going to give you some animal words that go with 条. So a snake kind of like things we say 一条蛇 and a dragon 一条龙 a fish a little bit too much like too lengthy but we still say 一条鱼 This is very interesting also like a worm. You see a worm is like the lengthy, right? So a worm kind of insect we say 一条虫子，一条虫子 ，a earthworm， 一条蚯蚓，一条蚯蚓。And also another big usage of 条 is used for clothes that it's for lower part of body. So a trousers, a pants, a dress, a skirt, 一条裤子，一条裙子。And also for a string line, a lengthy kind of a salaried, a scarf, 一条围巾 a tie, 一条领带 a scarf and a tie, they're also like this kind of lengthy, narrow kind of things. And also for towel, 一条手巾 and a bathing towel, 一条浴巾. And also the things that can be listed, it's also you will use 条. The most real life things is a text message or a reviews. So 你有一条新短信 You have a new message. 我下面有30条评论 I have 30 reviews below. So this is how you use 条. So 条, it's very useful and very interesting and very productive one. You can see that in a lot of different places. But remember, the very important common for these things is that they're all kind of a flowing, narrow, lengthy things. And now let's see some sentence example for 条. 我没走过这条路。我没走过这条路 I haven't been past these roads before. 我今天早上在花园看到了一条蛇。我今天早上在花园看到了一条蛇。I saw a snake in the garden this morning. 我给你买了一条围巾。我给你买了一条围巾。I bought a scarf for you. That's a sentence example for 条. Number 5. 只 is used with most of the animals. The reason that I say most is because previously I introduced you 条 is for a lengthy, narrow of animal like a snake, a worm, or a fish. But other than this, and all the other kind of animal like dogs, cats, chicken, sheep, cattle, rabbits, monkey, and animals in the sea, crab, penguin, flying animals, birds, parrots, bees, butterflies, we all use 只. So now what's the difference between 一条虫子 and 一只虫子? 虫子 means insect. And when we say 一条虫子, we refer to those worm kind of insect, like an earthworm, 一条蚯蚓. And if we say 一只虫子, we refer to those bug kind of insect. So for an ant, we say 一只蚂蚁. And if we want to say a cockroach, 一只蟑螂. So you get the idea of how the measure word also change the things that refer. So if we change the measure word, the kind of the sense is changed. In or, most of the animals we use 只, so we have 一只狗, one dog, 一只猫, one cat, 一只蜜蜂, one bee, 一只小鸟 one bird, 一只兔子 one rabbit, 一只猴子 one monkey, 一只鸡 one chicken, 一只羊 one sheep, 一只乌龟 one turtle. Other than animal, 只 is also used for one of a pair. So one eye, one hand, one feet, and one shoe. So we can say 他用一只手骑单车. He's riding a bicycle with one hand. 我一只鞋子不见了. I cannot find my one shoe. 我左边这只耳朵听不见. I cannot hear with my left ear. So after we have 只 for one pair of something, we have 双 for a pair of something. 双, this character by itself means double. So when it used as a measure word, it means a pair of something. So for example, a pair of shoes, 一双鞋子, a pair of chopsticks, 一双筷子. He wears a pair of sports shoes today. 他今天穿了一双运动鞋. Every Christmas, I will receive a lot of pairs of socks. 每年圣诞节我都会收到很多双袜子. And that is 双. Number 6, 件. This is also a very important one and mainly used with 3 different kind of things. The first one is used for upper body clothes. So a t-shirt, a shirt, a coat, a sweater, we all use 件. So we say 一件毛衣, one sweater. 一件衬衫, one shirt. And the second thing we use for 件 is a piece of luggage. Now this is very important for people who always travel, or maybe you will travel to China one day. So how many luggage do you have? 你有几件行李? And in the airport, we have those places that you can store your luggage in, right? And they will charge you some fee. For example, 每件行李30人民币一天. So each luggage 30 RMB per day. And also when we check in our luggage, the luggage should not exceed 23 kilograms. So 每件行李不能超过23公斤. So as we can see this sentence I just gave before, whenever you want to say how many something, or each something, or every something, or the whole something, you cannot miss the measure word in between. If you miss it, or if you just put a generic 个 into this place, it just sounds so strange. That's why it's so important, the measure word for noun. So every time when we are learning a new noun, we have to get down its measure word also. Now the third thing that we use 件 is for a thing, a matter. For example, I want to tell you one thing. 我有一件事想告诉你. And we also have those resolutions like 100 things I want to finish in 2022. 2022年我要完成的100件事. But sometimes we say the first thing when I arrive home is to see my cat. 我回到家的第一件事是看我的猫. So that is 件. Number 8, 不. 我昨晚看了2部电影. I watched 2 films last night. Right, even for this sentence, we still have to remember to use the measure words, and we have to remember what measure words to use for movies, films. And another sentence, 他一生写了30部小说. All his life, he wrote 30 novels. So as you can see here, for all these kind of productions, we use 部. And another usage of 部 is for devices and machines. For example, phones, mobile phones, we use 部. 我换了一部手机. I changed a new phone. 这个公寓有2部电梯。In this apartment, there is 2 lifts. So 部 can not only use for production of works, and also it can use with devices and machines. That is 部. And the next one, 份. Well, now this is quite a complicated one, 份. So basically it refers to kind of a package kind of thing, and it includes several things in it. Like for example, now you go to a restaurant and you want to order something, you say 我要一份 something. It's like I want a portion of something. Like for example, if we are going to buy some dumplings, we don't say 一个饺子. We don't really say I want 1 dumplings. You want to say I want a portion of dumplings. You say 我要一份饺子, right? Order a steak. You say 我要一份牛排. Well, in some cases in speaking, you do. I mean, if you say 我要一个牛排, we understand you and we say something like that. But a more correct way to say is 我要一份牛排. And also, now we're going to buy a newspaper. We say 我要一份报纸. It means that you want a newspaper, you want several newspaper, you want several pages of newspaper. We don't say 一张报纸. 一张 specifically talking about 1 piece of newspaper, 1 piece of paper, but that's not what we go to buy newspaper. And so we say 我要一份报纸. Also, if you see this picture, you will see and you will understand more that what 份 actually means. I mean, it's a gift, but I don't mean just 1 gift. If I say 一个礼物, it means just 1 thing in this package, in this gift. But if I use 一份礼物 like this one, I mean inside this gift, there are a little things. There are several little things in it. So 一份礼物, if you want to say 我有一份礼物要给你, normally it indicates that there are several things in it. And we also say 一份工作. I guess that it's because in this job it really refers to different things you have to do. And written documents are quite used frequently with 份. So for example, you say 一份报告, 1 report. You say 一份文件, a file. You say 一份资料, 1 material. So this kind of written things that it's normally they have multi-page of something. They have a certain page. It means this is 一张. When we are talking about written materials, normally talking about this kind of thing. So that's when we use 一份. That's probably the explanation of 份. It's a little bit of more complicated than the other ones. And comes to our last one. Our last one in the list is 种. 种 is the one that it's really easy to understand. So it's kind of like the English 1 kind of something. I can speak 5 kind of language. 我会说5种语言. I'm not that kind of person. 我不是那种人. News is 1 kind of prose. 新闻是散文的一种. And that's it. That is our 10 most commonly used measure words for today. Again, I can't finish everything here, but the most important thing is for you to have a concept of the association of a measure word and its noun. Whenever you learn a new measure word, be aware of what it is measure word. And I think that's what I wanted to cover today. I hope you will like the video. If you do like it, please subscribe to my video, and I hope I will see you soon again. 再见.